Hey everyone, how you doing? Okay, behind me here is my entire CD32 collection at the moment. Now I've had a count up and I've counted it quite a few times now because I'm struggling with my counting for some reason, and there's 109 PAL games here, a few big box, all the rest just CD case size. Now I've been doing a bit of a research and stuff like that. In my book here I have a list of games left to get. A few of them have question marks next to them. Either they got released or they didn't, we're not too sure. And 2 of them were German only, so do I need to get them? Well, if I can find them. So that leaves a total of 42 games left to get. So it's coming on quite well. There's another 10 games here, so that takes my total up to 119. So yeah, 42 to get after this. So without further ado then, the games I've got. A couple of these are just CD only. I'm not after the complete boxed collection, as you can see anyway. I'm just trying to get every game that has actually got a proper commercial release. It'd be lovely to have everyone in a big box, like your typical games over here, but they take up a lot of space, cost a hell of a lot more money as well. Maybe somewhere in the future I can update some of these and get a big box. But until then, this is what we have. So first up then, open the case up, you should be able to see it a bit better, is Akira. Now, Akira was one of the first great manga cartoons and stuff like that, if you like that sort of thing. It wasn't my sort of thing. This came out in 1993, it's got a floppy disk release as well, and it's a really poor game actually. It's an action platformer, there might be some driving sections in it too, viewed from the side, I'm not too sure. I haven't actually played it yet. Didn't get very good reviews, and normally the big box version you can find on eBay and it'll go for over £40. Some of them include an Akira t-shirt. I was tempted to get one, not for the t-shirt, just to have the big box. But what's the point? I'm not going to wear the t-shirt, so picked that up for a couple of pounds. So not bad. I think less than a £5 it was, so that's not bad. Moving on then, the next unboxed or unsleeved game is from Ocean Software, and it's Sleepwalker. Sleepwalker is a platformer of sorts. Again, another one I haven't played. 1993 release. This, yeah, like I say, is a platformer. There's a bloke that walks along sleepwalking. I think you play the dog and you got to stop him falling into traps and doing stuff like that. I really haven't done my research on this game yet, to be honest, but that was less than £5 as well. I think there is a boxed version on eBay at the moment for about best part of 20, so that's the choice, isn't it? It's like £15 extra to spend for the box or not. It's a game I'm not really going to play that much either, so I can live with that. Another game that was very poorly received or reviewed, again unboxed, is this, Surf Ninjas. Now I don't know if this was actually a film or not. Was there a film called Surf Ninjas? Oh, I'm not sure. It looks like, judging by that picture there, you can see that alright. There might have been, I don't know. Doesn't ring a bell with me, but there you go. So yeah, another one from 1993. This is a side-scrolling beat 'em up of sorts, in the vein of Renegade or Double Dragon, that sort of thing. But again, it's really poor apparently. Doesn't help the CD32's reputation whatsoever. So what I can say about that, things are starting to pick up there now. Next up, this is well, I'll show you the game first and tell you a bit more about not so much about it, but what I know. Worms, the CD32 version. This comes just like this, but also with the code booklet. You need the code booklet and the Amiga version as well as the CD32 version, I believe. I assume you do, obviously, because it comes with it. I do already have the big box Worms version, which has an identical code booklet. So the CD version then, I assume, is exactly the same as a floppy disk for codes. Yeah, so that can go in the box quite nicely, so I shall do that now. Everyone knows Worms, it originated on your Amiga, so it's a top-notch game. The CD32 version, which I haven't played yet, should be pretty much identical to the PlayStation version, which I had and played to death back in the day. Yeah, right. A couple of sports titles. Just the two. What's that below that? Yep, just two. Two more related to football. First of them is Striker. It doesn't look bad at all actually, this game. You get a couple of different views you can have, a bit like in what I showed last time around, Wembley International Soccer, at the bottom there. Yeah, there's some Gremlin Graphics, great company back in the day, of course. This is complete. I think there was a big box release, instruction manual. I do actually have Striker on the budget re-release floppy disk version, so I can now sell that. Well, if anyone's interested in Striker on floppy disk, give me a shout. I better check it works first. But yeah, CD32 version then, pretty playable football game. Action replay, selectable team formations, on-screen animated scoreboard, goalkeeper control on penalty and free kicks, overhead kicks and diving headers. So quite a good playable game. Probably still prefer sensible soccer of course. There we go. That was about £6, maybe £7. This next one come from France. I was just thinking then where I got it from. This is like a follow-up to Brutal Sports Football, which some of you might be familiar with, which is more like American football. Brutal Sports Football was good fun, especially two people playing, or obviously you could play the computer. Basically you had a team, they look like Vikings. There are various different races, but in general they look like Vikings, I'd say. Some are animals, more like animals. And you can beat the crap out of each other, decapitate them, get speed ups, power downs, throw grenades, stuff like that. And this is the follow-up, World Cup Soccer. Now World Cup Soccer is a whole new ball game, 1 or 2 player mode, 8 different breeds of player to choose from, and team management, buy and sell players and weapons. Show you the back, you can see, you might just be able to see, it's an isometric view. It's an isometric view, so it's a bit different. Probably saw on the front there, Amiga Action 84%, the Games Machine 80%, CU Amiga 80%. I do know for a fact that Amiga Power didn't really like this game. Instruction booklet, not much to that really. I've not played this yet, but you've got some interesting teams. You can just see on the disc there, if the lights are right, you can see some of the different races you can have. Yeah, so I think Brutal Sports Football, but isometric view, but this is actually soccer, whereas Brutal Sports was American football, if you like. Yeah, more fun definitely with another player. Okay, on to the good stuff. Now this is hard to get, big box version for the standard Amiga. You can get a budget re-release, and it's pretty hard to get hold of on CD32. Now this game, by the time it's come out on CD32, it's already like 7 or 8 years old, but it's definitely worth getting. International Karate Plus. Arcade Plus represents the pinnacle of computerized fighting action, apparently. A vast range of moves include killer kicks, pulverizing punches, heavyweight headbutt, flying kick, devastating split kick, and spectacular backflip. Yeah, best buy according to the One magazine. Inside, manual and disc. I'll show you the back. I don't know, but I think you all know Arcade Plus. Yeah, again, great to play with a mate. This cost over £20, which for this probably isn't that bad actually. I think this is the most expensive game this month. It was actually, so not too bad. Next up then is another rare one actually. You do see the big box version on eBay occasionally, but this is just the CD cased version. Pinball Prelude. Pretty much all the pinball games now I have for the CD32. This features 3 tables. This is actually a PC or Amiga CD-ROM version as well, apparently. Get a big box, I think you get the floppy disks and the CD all in one box. Show you the back. It's 3 tables, past, present and future. I played the past table, which is alright actually. Got a Triceratops slap bang in the middle of it. You can see there. The other 2 I've not played yet, to be honest. Tells you on the back there all the bonuses, different bonus things you can do. It's got a really nice colourful disc actually. Just shake it up for you. So yeah, this was probably 1995, 95, 96 it's come out, so a year to 2 years after the Commodore's demise. And it actually has, I'll get it out, quite a nice colourful indoor manual. opens up. Tells you all about the table on each one and how to get through it. I don't know if you have to finish one table first before you can move on to the next. I'm not too sure. I don't think you do. I could be wrong. I'm often man wrong. So, Pinball Prelude. That's a good addition to the CD32, or to my collection. Okay, 2 big box games then. First is a first person shooter. Death Mask. Sounds pretty good. It's interesting in a way about Death Mask. Through the eyes, no, it's terror through the eye of the Death Mask. It's only a matter of time. It says all around. What's interesting about Death Mask is it's from alternative software. And they've just featured in the most recent edition of Retro Gamer actually. Alternative started out as a budget label way back in the mid 80s. Turned out a few decent games, but a lot of them were budget games, so you could take it or leave it. But they're still going today, alternative software. And I don't know, what do you think of that cover? I'm not too sure really. Back of the box. Yeah, so first person shooter then. You might be able to see some of the screens there. Split screen player action, 2-player action. What's in the box is just a bunch of bubble wrap and the usual CD case size, which is the same as the big box. Plus a manual disc. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not the best first person shooter on CD32. I'm not sure which one it is, to be honest. Maybe one of the Alien Marie games. Yeah, this yeah, this is about £16 actually, the big box. £16–17. Protect and Survive. Special 3D system concept. 100% excitement apparently. Hard to argue with that. Okay then, final game. I think this was only one of these games that actually appeared on the Amiga. I reckon. There's a lot of transformed into PlayStation games after that, and I think they're still going now in some sort of form, like a follow-on of sorts. Big box then. UFO Enemy Unknown. Command Earth's forces against the alien terror. There's a big old box from Microprose software, of course. Let's see that in there. So it's an isometric action, strategy, RPG, and some other stuff too. Is that back? Yeah, pretty handsome fellow on the front there, isn't he? Yeah, as with Microprose, there's usually plenty in the box. I believe we're not disappointed when I say that. We've got a whole bunch of albino whatsits, and if I can make too much mess, big old manual and disc. The disc is also a picture of the front. It's nice to have printed discs, it's quite nice. Yeah, so not played this one yet. I've probably played any of these games actually, the new one's got. A few people have raved about these games, perhaps the PlayStation versions, which I think can fetch. That turn into XCOM, Enemy Unknown? Is that the same series, or am I barking up the wrong tree? I don't know. Yeah, a few people have raved about this on the PlayStation. Like I said, they're pretty rare. This was, oddly enough, there's an auction which I missed out on bidding, and I think the auction went for about £19 or £20. And this was a buy it now for £13, plus £2 postage I think, so doesn't always pay to bid on the auctions. You never know what might turn up around the corner. So another 10 games then, and that's 119. Like I said, back to my list, there's 2 games on here then, which are German only releases, which one's called Inherit Earth, it's the English title, and the other one's called Mag, where you actually manage a magazine. Almost interesting. The 5 games that did they not get a release are on the CD32. They might have got an Amiga release, but not necessarily CD32. With Base Jumpers, International Open Golf, which I think might have been from Ocean Software. So no proof that any of these got released on the CD32 yet. Super League Manager, which definitely got an Amiga release, floppy disk those. TFX, which is like a flight sim. It had another name as well, which eludes me at the moment. I don't know if it's from the makers of Epic, the old Amiga game Epic, not too sure. The other one is, oddly enough, Thomas the Tank Engine Pinball. They say it got a Project CD32 website, reckon it got a release. That's the Amiga 1200 version. Did it get a CD release? Don't know. I don't think there's anything in the box that tells you, hey, this got released on CD. Nothing. Maybe, maybe not. If it shows up, I'll get it. There we go. So there you go, guys. What did I say? 42 games left to get. I've actually won 2 more since, so 40 left to get max. Maybe as little as 35. They do include like the big one, as I call it, which is Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and talking at least £100 for that one. There we go. That's my collection. I will show it off properly at some stage when I've close to completing it, hopefully. Maybe even sooner. Who knows? Thanks for watching, guys. See you again.